Hello guys, welcome to Programming Bro. I am RK. In this section, we're going to learn Java here. So I'm going to open my AIDE. Just I had opened my project, Java project. First of all, I'm going to delete everything here. From this to this here. So cut this thing. I'm not going to create a new file for this. So I'm just cutting. So Alt Z. I had made this thing here. First we talk about this method. What is this? Public static void main means public means everyone should access this method, and static means it's just a static methods like a class method, and void main is return type here. Means if I just return write a int here, just int int. Here I have to write a return keyword here, return keyword. In here I have to return a integer. If I just change it into char oh sorry, not char, just y here. So everyone keep it null because it basic what you can do it. Just I'm going to make it void here, means I not want to return anything. So first thing we learn about conditioning here, means first we have to learn some operators in Java. First we have arithmetic operators. First I'm going to write a comment here. First we have three types of operators here. First arithmetic, I don't know spelling, but I'm just going to start with logical, then relational, then arithmetic, arithmetical. I see medical spelling is wrong, but don't matter. Arithmetic operators here. So first we'll know about arithmetical operators. So I'm going to cut this thing here, cut this thing from here, Alt X, come here, just add a here, then Alt V, paste it. I'm going to notify my it's get cut. So we don't need that thing. First I'm going to use a integer value because we have to make a mathematical operation here. So first I'm going to make int num is equal to 2. Then I'm going to copy this thing, just copy this thing here, then come here, then alt this. Here I'm going to make alt number 2 and number 1 here, number 1 here. Now we are going to make 3 here. Now we are going to print our result. So system dot this. I have explained you what is this. So I'm going to explain this again here. So system is a class and out is a subclass of system. In our subclass we have a method called println. We have another two another ways to print the values, but we're going to use println here only. I'm going to make a what the sum is. I'm going to write solution because I'm not going to change it everything here, solution. Then I'm going to write this thing, then plus we have to concatenate this thing because we are sending a string array, means everything in this main method should be in a string. So we can use concatenation operator here. So just concatenate num. First always be safe writing a tuple. If you are concatenating string first I'm going to say you how it's going to work now. First one, then num2, sorry, num2. Now you can see a different or not, I don't know, I have never tried this thing. Oh, we get 23 because its concatenate has string. I had tell you that it we had concatenate with string, so it's get a string here. Now its data type is string, is getting string value, so we have to mention a tuple here. Oh sorry, I'm not a tuple, just in a brackets here. So just run the mess here, we get 5. Now same thing using here, we can make this. Just I'm going to copy this thing, alt C, then alt V. Now I'm going to make it minus here. The solution is because -1 we get in negative, because here num2 is greater than num1, so I'm going to make it num4, then it's going to make num6 here. Now you can see the output here, we get everything in positive. We added num1 num2, then we get 10. We get subtracted, we get 2 here. Same thing I'm going to here. Oh sorry, alt V. Here I'm going to multiply now. How you write in math, just you have to write like that only. So just run this thing, we get 24 because 6 4s are 24 only. Then just come here, then alt V. Now here I am going to divide this thing, we get 1 because only 4 can divide 6 only one time here. Only 4 only divide 6 with one time only. I'm getting confused what I am talking. If I want to see the remainder, you have to use modulus operator here. Modulus just is to see a remainder. I'm going to concatenate this thing here, so I'm going to use print here. Just print it, concatenate this thing, but I'm going to cut this thing. I'm going to write the remainder, the remaining remaining. Oh sorry, I have to give spaces here and here also to make you understand. Oh, just write here a column. Now you can understand it better. Now we have the solution 4 divided. I'm going to make 4 divided, just write 4 divided by 6, sorry 6 divided by 4, I think 6 divided by 4. The solution I'm going to, and remainder here, and the remaining 6, just write 6/4 remaining. Just I will written thing here, just make you understand. 6 divided by 4, the solution is 1. Is just 4 is dividing 6 only one time, then the remaining will be 2 here. If I just made this here 8 here, you can see we get 2 and 0 remaining. So just work like this here. Now I think I had just, now other we have what we have. Now just I'm going to write here, just I'm going to write a multi-line comment just tap, then tap. Here I'm going to alt D. Is not selecting the word because I get an habit of using a code editor which I am using on my web development series, so it's making me that thing here. So I had made this thing. Now we're going to learn about logical first relational operators we're going to learn about relational. So I'm going to cut this thing, X alt V, we get, and this oh sorry, print all the or logical, we had written this thing. Now just write another multi-line comment here, just write multi-line, then here we're going to write tap, come here, tap. Now here you can just, I'm going to copy this thing here, relational, I'm going to write relational, alt V here, to I'm going to cut a tab here, we get relational here. So first I'm going to print this thing, oh sorry, alt Z. First I'm going to use boolean here because we use relation operators for boolean values. So I'm going to create a boolean value, boolean, boolean, then check, I'm going to make check here, then I want to check num1 and num2 here. Now I had made this thing, num1 is greater than num2 is going to, I'm going to print this thing here, just I have not copied that thing, so I'm just going to write system dot out out dot print align, then just write the condition is, just I'm going to write the condition is true or not. Oh sorry, I had not written this thing. I'm going to just do concatenate this string, with check. Now check is a string. Now the value of string, the condition is true here. Now we can make this same thing. First I'm going to make you understand, and I'm going to add another multiple, just I'm going to do like this here, come up here, we have a lesser than greater than sign, means just I'm going to add an arrow, greater, greater than, just how we write here. Just for example, 6 is GRE. First I'm going to add a bracket here to make you an example here. If you are giving example, you must use brackets for better understanding. GREATHER, greater, 6 is greater than 5 here. Just I have written a expression to make you understand here. Greater than, 6 is greater than 5. Same thing if you convert this to, just I am going to add a tuple here, it is a what we call a brackets here. In Python we call it tuple because it is a tuple type in Python. Then same thing, it is the getting very larger here, so we can write like this, 6 is greater than 5. It is get very easy to write like this. So I'm going to copy this thing or see. Just I'm going to tell you about this now. Oh, whoa. Or Z. Alt V here. Just I had written this thing, and other is lesser than sign. Means 6 is lesser than LESS R LESS ER lesser than, I think this spelling is lesser than. I had written then already, lesser than 5. Same thing, write like this. 6 is lesser than 5. I'm going to write result also here. Just like do true. Oh sorry, it is false now. 5 is not greater than 6, so it's going to be false here. Well, let's see, false. I have to change here lesser than, LESSER lesser than. Here now I'm going to print this thing. Another is equals to, equals to means it's checking the two values are equal or not. Just cut this thing. Equals to means 6 is 6 and 5. 6 equals to, just I'm going to write 6 equals to 5. 6 equals to 5 here. So I'm going to make it is going to be false because it's not equals to, oh sorry, I had a space here, so it is not true. So I'm going to write it false here. Here just is getting very difficult here, so here we get, and here same thing here, Alt V. Another we have a greater than or equals to, greater than or equals to, greater than or equals to, means 6 is greater than 5 or equals to, just right. So we can write like this here, greater than 5. Just yes, it is greater than. If it is not greater than, is check is equals to. So I'm going to write true here because it is not lesser than 5 or equals to 5. So Alt V to print this again. Another is lesser than or equals to. Same thing like lesser than, LESSER lesser than is lesser than is lesser than LESS, oh sorry, LESS, what I am writing I am not understanding, or equals to 5. 5. We had learned how many things, 5 operators here. We have another relational operator is not equals to. Then I'm going to write an arrow here, means not equals to, just write this, then square brackets, because in here I had writing examples in our human language. That am 6 not equal to, sorry, I had just made this thing, equals to 5 is going to be true. I had not written here true. Sorry, what? 6 greater than 5. I think it is equals to or greater than. So it's going to be true because if C is not greater than 5, 6 is not greater than 5, then it's going to check equals to condition here. So we're going to write true here. Lesser than, I'm just copying and reading it. So it's going to make false here because 6 not below 5 and not equals to 5. So it's going to do this. This is equals to true. 6 is not equal to 5, so it's going to be true here. Now we check these conditions here. First we're going to make num1 greater than, just I'm going to add num1 num2. Yes, I just made it. I'm going to change some values here, so I'm just going to use num 8 then greater than 7. Now I'm going to check my this thing. Oh, it is true here because 8 is greater than 7. Another thing is, if we just write here, I think I'm just copying this thing. I don't know it's going to work or not. Just always is throwing an error. So all that. Now we're going to make it reverse. Means 8 is great. 7 is greater than 8. No, 8 is lesser than 7. The meaning is same, but our words are changing. This only. 8 is lesser than 7. No, it is false. False. If I had make it to 9, what will be output? The output will be true here. Same thing will. I'm going to make it, if I make it equals to, is going to throw, is not going to throw an error, but is going to throw false here. False here. I think it's going to false here. Same thing if I want to check if 8 is greater than 9 or equals to 9. So I'm going to write greater than or equals to 8 greater than or equals to 9 is going to false. If I just make it 7, it's true. Now we make it 8. What will be the change here? Yes, you can use this using cats also, but integers is great enough. So I'm going to check, cut this thing, cut this thing. I'm going to make short because we are just using only one byte here, so you can use that, because using int for every time is not a good practice, because our memory will get very much, the variables get very much memory in our RAM here. So now if I want to check 8 lesser than or equals to 8, it's going to 8 because it's working as if else condition. First I'm going to cut this thing by backslash. Here is not backslash, I think. No, sorry. I'm just going to cut this thing. is get false because 8 is not 8 lesser than 8 is false because we want lesser value than 8 is get false here. Then if we add equals to, is going to check another value. First I'm going to make this value. The condition is true here. Same thing if I had value like this. If I want the user only have to add only upper integer than 8, so I'm going to add a if else condition. Why we should add if else condition if we have a relational what we call this operators. So if I made this 9, yes, we get true here. Now same thing here, but we are using not here. Not equals to 9 is going to throw true here because 8 not equal to 9 means 8 value and 9 value are not same here. You can think like that. Everything here works in a byte format, so it's check only bytes here. So the bytes are same, then it's going to make that it is equals to. If we just add not here, just we get here. Now sorry, I'm going to alt C, alt V, alt slash, we get and comment here. I like this thing here. First I'm going to add everything from just I'm going to make this alt C, then just alt V, alt V, alt V, alt V. Now I'm going to change into 8 lesser than then equals to, then greater than or equal to, then lesser than or equal to. Then we had made this thing here now. Now 1 2 3 4 5 and 6, we have learned 6 relational operators here. Now we going to learn logical operators. Where is our logical operators here? So add a logical operator, you must here I'm going to add a comment here. Just comment it. Then what should be think here? Oh, it's just add another comment. I don't know. In a code is get toggle the comments here, but here only just is adding the comments. Just leave this thing. Now here we are going to talk about logical operators. Logical operator, OPERATORS, I think spelling is this operators. Then I'm going to use multi-line operators here. Just add here, just make this thing here, then come to here and just add a star, then just tab here, tab, we get an first I want tab because I want to get attract here, and must attention is get me an attention here, so I'm going to add if we had made this thing everything here. Now boolean check, we have made this everything with all of this pair. Just we can make, I'm going to tell you an arithmetic I'm going to tell you an except sequence here because I want to just leave this thing. I'm not going to tell in this video because that is a another topic. So just make this thing here. We're going to use logical operators here. In logical operators, we have three types of logical operators. For AND operator, and 2m% is called AND here, and then two pipes. Oh sorry, I have to add pipes here. What I'm adding, how to add pipes? Here are the pipes. Two pipes identify as OR, logical or another is NOT. If you just write NOT, it's going to be logical NOT. If you're going to write what? If you're going to write not equal to, then it's going to be what is going to be? It's going to be an relational operator. Not. Not means just not only. Not equals to just like, oh, how is working here? I don't know. Just made this thing not here. Not. Oh, I made mistakes here. Just not here. Now we're going to check these things here. First I'm going to override the check value here. Just check. Oh, I'm just writing in multi-line comment here. Just check. I'm overriding the value here. Overriding means just changing the values here. Just if you are thinking what is overriding, just changing the value. I want to change the value to 8. Oh sorry, 8 greater than 7. Just it is our relational operator. I'm going to just copy it from this. Just copy this thing. Then just come here. Then Alt V. We get this thing now. If I had that 8 greater than 7 is going to say true here. Just I'm going to add a new line. To add a new line, you have to a \n here. \n means is going to be in a new line. It is an escape sequence we called in escape character. Now I want to check 8 greater than 7 and 8 should be 7 should be lesser than 6, greater than 6. I had written this value here. If it's going to be true, these two conditions, using AND operator we can use two conditions here. Just like think here, if two conditions are true, then we get a true value. Just I'm going to add a comment here. Now just add to a tab here. Just I'm going to make you understand. 8 is greater than 7. We get a 1.28 here. Oh, this is why it's not working. Then it is also 1 here. Yes, these two are 1. If this I make 2 and 9 is going to be 0. Means if it's true, then we get a 1. Then if it's false, then we get a 0. If we want, just I'm going to tell you. We get n value false here. If you want to execute this, if you want, I'm going to tell you if else conditions because we in if else we have to use logical operators and relational operators. These two are very important, so I'm teaching you in next video. In this video, sorry, it is my second video. If we have 2 1, then we going to get a true value here. If there is a 0 inside 1, then we get a false here. So I'm going to just copy this thing here from copy, then alt V. If I'm going to check OR here, oh, where is pipe symbol? Just OR here. I'm going to make it to 6 here only. Just I have made 8 greater than 7 here. I had made 8 greater than 7 and 8 greater than 10. I had just made it. I had overridden this thing, so we are getting true here. If in this, if we have only one time 1 only, then we going to get n true. If these two are conditions also true, then we going to get n true also. Means if you have to check how many 1 and 2 you are getting here. Then 1 for is true and 0 for is false. So if I make this 0 and this also 0, what when can we get here? I'm just thinking. Just I'm going to make it 9 here, just 9. I get a false value because these two conditions, these things are not satisfied, so we get an false value. I think we're going to get false value. Yes, we get an false value here. The condition is false here. If I'm going to check using not array, what happens here? Oh, alt Z, we get an copy and just paste here. If I want, I'm checking this thing here. If 8 greater than 9 and not, oh sorry, I'm used a not. Oh, what we get in this error here? I think we can use only 8 not 9 here. I get forgot how to use not here. Oh sorry, we have to use like this. 8, just write not here, then bracket, then bracket. We have to write in a tuple, sorry, in brackets here, brackets, then we have to write condition here. If 8 not 8 greater than 9, means 8 should be not greater than 9 here, so we get a true here because 8 is not greater than 9 here. If I made this thing to like this, 8 not greater than 9, not lesser than 9, means 8 is lesser than 9, so it's going to be get false here. We not have these things which we have to make. Just cut this thing here. We get the condition is false. Like this we have how many operators using arithmetic operators, and this I'm going to count now. Just 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14. Oh, I had just written this thing 1. Just leave the how many operators are there. Just I'm going to learn many more about Java here. First we're going to clear our basic concepts like loops, printing and conditioning and many more things like arrays. First we going to work on arrays also, and how we going to know how to read files and write files. We going to do some projects also, projects and programs. We can call projects, but we can going to make it programs here, like just reading a file and many more things. We going to make many more things in this series. If you are enjoying the series, just comment me down. I'm enjoying this series, I want more videos. So bye bye, let's meet in next video. If you want this source code, you can visit my website called rkprogramer.webhostapp.com. It is free web hosting. I had created my website using free web hosting, so domain is like this. If you want this source code, you can visit my website here. I'm going to give my link in my description. You can check that link and visit my website. Bye bye, let's meet in next video.